everybody, and welcome to part 5 of What If Midoriya Found the Omnitrix in the woods, in a forest, in a box. Because that's where it always is. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, which is a bit on the shorter side, but still took me a long time to make, and it's a lot of work. That said, please hit that like button if you want more, because if videos don't get likes, that means me gets discouraged and me no make them anymore. Even though making them stresses me out a bunch, because it's a lot of work and I give myself very strict deadlines for some reason. Please check out my Discord where you can see me make the alien drawings. And what's the other thing? Oh yes, subscribe, because that's important too for YouTube. I need you to subscribe. That thing's very important, okay? Hit that red button. That said, everyone, please enjoy the video after that intro. After the sports festival, the students are given 2 days for them to rest and recuperate. While many students spend the time relaxing, Todoroki goes to visit his mother, and Midoriya, well, he wonders about the watch. How many transformations are in this thing? What even is the Hero Watch? And why did an 11th transformation unlock now? He asks himself while watching the recording from the sports festival. He spends the time off training with the new transformation, finding out exactly what it can do, but also inspecting the watch a bit more, not sure about anything concerning it anymore. He even turns into his Galvin form to think the situation over more, but he doesn't get very far. As any other type of day off, this time quickly comes to an end, and before they know it, the students find themselves back in class. On the way to school, however, Midoriya got recognized as the one who ended in the 3rd place, being cheered on by a bunch of people in the train. They want to see him transform, but he tells them that he isn't allowed to do that in public places yet. When they reach the UA building, Midoriya tries to comfort Ida, knowing what happened to his brother, but Ida dismisses him, telling him that everything's going to be fine. In class, everyone talks about being recognized until Aizawa walks in, at which point they all return to their seats. "We have a big class today," says Aizawa as he reaches the podium, "on Hero Informatics." Since they hate the subject so much, a sense of dread fills the class. "You need code names. Time to pick your hero identities," clarifies Aizawa, causing the class to breathe a sigh of relief and even cheer for it. Aizawa calms the class down and clarifies the reason they need them, explaining the hero draft picks and showing the class their offers. In this version of events, because of various factors, the offers are Midoriya 5,349, Todoroki 4,059, Bakugo 3,447, Tokoyami 360, etc. You can find those on screen right now. In past years it's been more spread out, but there's a pretty big gap this time, explains Aizawa. The class looks at the results confused. "Midoriya got the most? Ahead of Bakugo and Todoroki?" asked Jiro. "Yeah, it's completely disproportional to how they ended up," says Kirishima. Conversations continue a bit longer until Aizawa explains that everyone, regardless of if they got offers or not, will be learning with pros. He explains exactly what the internships mean and why exactly they need code names. Midnight is then called in the room to judge the names, while Aizawa takes a nap since he isn't good at judging the names. While many of the students such as Ochako, Uravity, and Tsuyu, Froppy, and basically everyone else pick the same names as in the regular version of events, Midoriya, thanks to the help of Ochako, ends up picking the name the Transforming Hero, Changeling. At the end of the day, only 3 people end without picking a name, those being Bakugo, Todoroki, and Ida, who picked their first names. Aizawa, as he leaves the classroom, says, "Make sure to hand in your applications before the weekend." Midoriya, having so many options to choose from, starts looking through the list, thinking that he won't have enough time to pick. He starts sorting the list into different areas. The day resumes as normal with Midoriya looking through the list. Classes end and it's time to go home. While walking out of the building, both Uraraka and Midoriya wonder where Ida is, since they usually go to the station together. Regardless, the two head home. Midoriya rides home shouting, "Hey Mom, I'm home!" while he takes off his shoes. Inko doesn't respond, so Midoriya goes to check up on her. He says that she's on the phone. She greets him with a hand gesture, and so Midoriya heads to his room to both do his own work and continue making his decision. He got offers from the top agencies and some he's never even heard of. After a while of doing that, his mother calls him for dinner. "So your father called," says Inko while they are having dinner. "Really? I haven't heard from him in a while. What did he say?" asks Midoriya. "He asked if you got the internship applications yet," says Inko. "Why would he ask about that?" asks Midoriya, curious. "We did get them today, though." "He wanted to ask you if you could go with the plumber agency, if at all possible," answers Inko. "Why that agency?" asks Midoriya. "I don't know, Izuku, but he sounded very serious," says Inko. "Can I talk to Dad?" asks Midoriya. "He said he wouldn't be able to talk for a couple weeks," answers Inko, "but he did say that you should join the plumbers. That'll help you along quite a bit." The next few days pass by quickly. Midoriya looks over the plumbers agency online but finds very little on them. He looks over the lists of offers and, because of his curiosity, puts the plumbers as his first choice. Days go by and the time for the internships arrives. The class says their goodbyes as they each leave to their respective cities. Ochako and Midoriya approach Ida and tell him that they'll be there for him if he needs them, considering his brother and all. They then each go their own ways. Ida boards a train heading to Hosu from the front. Both Izuku and Ochako board the same train at a different point. Surprised that they're going to the same city, Uraraka asks, "Wait, you're going to Hosu too? Where are you interning, Midoriya?" "Yeah, I ended up picking the plumber's agency," he says while taking a seat. "Really? With all the offers you got, you ended up going to the agency that will teach you to fix pipes?" jokes Uraraka. "Well, my father asked me to, so I ended up going with this one. Where are you going?" asks Izuku. "I'm training with Lucky Girl. She isn't that well known. I think she's in the top 100, but not sure," answers Uraraka. "Yeah, I know her. She's a great hero, but why under her? Didn't you get better offers too? Not to mention, it doesn't really fit your style. Thought you wanted to be rescue," says Midoriya. "Yeah, but I think I should practice martial arts or something. I don't want to be a rescue hero, but after my fight against Bakugo, I think I should also practice fighting a bit," says Ochako in response. The train leaves the station, and during the ride to Hosu City, the two chat and do their own things. During the long ride, Uraraka does go through all of Midoriya's transformations in the dial, asking about them and naming them. She ends up calling Forearms, Accelerate Speed Lizard, Diamond Head Crystal Fist, Stingfly, Ghost Freak Spectral, Wild Mat Whiffhound, Grey Matter Brainphibian, Upgrade, Heat Blast Inferno, Ripjaw's Jaws, and Feedback Electroconductor. After a long ride, they step out of the train. They see Ida get out of the train, but they don't manage to get his attention. Midoriya and Ochako then go their respective ways. Uraraka ends up going to her agency. When she walks in the front door, she's surprised to see all the books around. Gwen Tennyson flies down from among them and greets the intern. Midoriya has a bit of a different experience. He follows the directions he was given, only to find a plumber shop. Confused, he goes inside. Hello? I'm here looking for a hero agency that goes by the plumbers," he says, a bit nervous. "I've been given this address, but don't think I have the right place." "No, you do have the right place," says an oldish man wearing a Hawaiian shirt. "Hello, I'm Max Tennyson. You can call me Max. Nice to meet you, Izuku Midoriya." They shake hands and Izuku comments, "I thought I was going to be interning at a hero agency." "We are, of sorts," answers Max. "Follow me, I'll show you." Max guides Midoriya to the bathroom. "What do you mean of sorts?" asks Midoriya. "And why are we in a bathroom?" "Because of this," answers Max while pulling the flush. The elevator takes them down and Midoriya starts seeing the facility from above. Wow! Midoriya lets out while staring in surprise. The plumbers are actually galactic peacekeepers, a sort of space police as my nephew would put it. On Earth, for simplicity, we are registered as a hero agency, mostly for simplicity and liberty. It also helps keep our cover, although most government agencies do recognize us to have a higher rank than them, explains Max. What cover? Asks Midoriya, curious. Well, most of the members of our agency are of extraterrestrial origin, Max answers. Midoriya looks at him puzzled, thinking that he's pulling his leg. What do you mean of extraterrestrial origin? He asks, thinking it's all a prank. The elevator reaches its stop and Max answers, I mean aliens. What do you think you've been turning into this whole time? Midoriya and Max step out of the elevator. Immediately, Midoriya sees Magister Patelete. Seeing his transformation there, he starts understanding the situation better. Wait, is that why you called me here? Just because of the Hero Watch? Midoriya asks, holding on to it. Are you going to take it away from me? It's called the Omnitrix. It's an incredibly powerful device, but not the reason you're here. Well, not the main reason. Your father's the main reason you're here, answers Max. My dad? Asks Midoriya, confused. What does he have to do with this? A lot, actually, says an approaching 18-year-old boy. Hey, I'm Ben, and your father is kinda a legend around here. Really? Asks Izuku. Yeah, he saved the planet more than once, says Ben. The Omnitrix was meant for him, actually, explains Max, but you were closer to it and it must have recognized your DNA. Where is my dad? Asks Midoriya. On a top secret mission at the moment. I'm sorry, but I can't disclose that information, Max says. But he did ask us to recruit you and train you. He even left you this. As he says this, Ben hands Midoriya a small manual, handwritten by Hisashi Midoriya. The title reads, Omnitrix Guide for Izuku. Ben here will assist you on your training while you're here. I do it myself, but have my own duties to take care of, says Max while walking away. Hey Grandpa, who are we allowed to use? Asks Ben while Max is still in earshot. Rook and maybe 2 or 3 other cadets. You can even use tech support, but no more. We're overextended as is, answers Max. Ben turns to Midoriya and says, Come on, dude, let's get started. Right, answers Midoriya, following Ben as he walks to the elevator. Over the next 2 days, Midoriya is subjected to a rigorous training regimen. He spends a lot of his time training in his alien forms, but most of it he spends training his human form and his quick thinking. He spends his time off going over the guide that his father left for him. Midoriya already knew most of the features listed, but now finds out he can also switch forms by hitting the dial while already transformed. While in Plumber headquarters, he also unlocks Nanomech by touching a chip that's in Tech Support's lab. He also manages to unlock Mole, Stash, and Ditto during training, but that's about it. He reads the other pages in the guide, but finds that he already knows most of the information. Most of the pages are profiles on different aliens. Some he's already unlocked, others not yet. Wow, so there's so many different alien transformations in the watch that I haven't seen yet. I can't wait, he comments while reading the different notes. While he trains with the plumbers, Uraka trains with Lucky Girl, learning martial arts and even a bit of mana manipulation / magic. She has a special aptitude for it, even if she isn't an Anodite, which is why Gwen sent an offer. During this time, there's also a meeting in the shadows of the League of Villains and the hero killer Stain. On the 3rd day of the internships, everything seems normal until evening, when Stain returns to the city from his meeting with the League. He goes back into the alleys, intending on finishing his work. On top of a water tower, Shigaraki asks, It was in this city, right? The energy signature? Yes, answers Kurogiri. Great. That guy really pisses me off with his high and mighty talk. Let's use the Nomu and the robots and go on a rampage. It might bring out the twerp with the Omnitrix so we can catch him, says Shigaraki. If it doesn't work, we at least overshadowed that guy. Kurogiri opens a portal in the middle of the city, letting 4 Nomus out. They start causing havoc, breaking stuff apart, causing the people of the vicinity to call the heroes. Moments later, after they get permission from their partner, they release robots onto the city to cause even more havoc. Heroes are called to ease the situation. In the plumber headquarters, the team sees the situation through the cameras. That's lever 4 tech, guys. Illegal in this sector. Let's move out, orders Ben while coordinating everyone to different parts. What should I do? Asks Midoriya. Stay here with Magister Patelite on monitor duty, says Ben while leaving. But I can help, says Midoriya. Those robots are likely looking for you. It's better if you stay here, retorts Ben. The plumbers are dispatched to take care of the situation, fighting the robots and Nomu along with the other heroes. While the heroes fight the Nomu, Midoriya on the monitoring screen sees Ida running into an alleyway. Concerned for his friend and since his supervisor fell asleep, Midoriya transforms into Nanomech and flies out of the headquarters. As soon as he's out, he hits the Omnitrix, turning to accelerate. He runs around the city looking for Ida. He finds Ida just as Stain is about to deliver the finishing blow. Midoriya runs at Stain, switching to forearms as he gets close and punching Stain in the shoulder, pushing him out of the way. He then turns back to his human form and tends to his friend, while sending his location to his other friends. Midoriya? What are you doing here? Asks Ida, determined. This isn't your fight, so get out of here. Midoriya looks around, seeing a pro in the corner. I can't just leave you here, says Midoriya. This has nothing to do with you, Midoriya. Just go away, says Ida. I can't just leave you here. After all, like All Might said, meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero, responds Midoriya. Stain gets up, having taken the punch. That was a really good blow. It really hurt. Even dislocated my shoulder, says Stain, popping it back into place while smiling. You have a strong transformation quirk. You are worthy of surviving the cleanse, comments Stain. Good to know, says Midoriya while hitting the Omnitrix, transforming into a Splixon, into Ditto. He splits up a couple times, saying 4 copies after Stain to fight him off a bit. Interesting, says Stain, fighting off the 4 Dittos. A couple Dittos keep Stain at bay, while Midoriya keeps multiplying, grabbing both Native and Ida and walking away. Midoriya manages to avoid Stain for a bit, but after a while Stain gets the upper hand, slicing Midoriya and licking his blood, paralyzing all the Dittos just as they were about to reach the end of the alleyway. Stain walks by all the Dittos, walking towards Native and Ida, intent on killing them, but both Todoroki and Uraraka show up to take care of the situation, coming to help their friends. As Stain runs to kill the heroes, Todoroki shoots a fire blast at him, forcing him back. He then erects a barrier of ice in the way. Todoroki, Uraraka, take Ida and Native to safety. He won't go after me, says Midoriya. We won't leave you behind, says Todoroki, while Uraraka touches both Ida and Native to make them float and move them more easily. There's too many copies of me to take at this point, says Midoriya. I trust you, Midoriya, says Uraraka, grabbing both Native and Ida, moving them out of the battlefield. Todoroki is hesitant to go, but Stain manages to jump over the ice wall, going after the 2 paralyzed heroes. You have good friends, Ingenium, says Stain while charging at him. Todoroki shoots fire at Stain, causing him to have to evade. Stain is forced back and Uraraka reaches the main street calling for help. Some heroes spot her and come join the battle. Stain tries to run away, but Todoroki freezes his foot while Midoriya times out. I can move again, he says while getting up. Stain breaks through the ice, jumping away, but as he runs away from the fight, he runs across both Lucky Girl and Endeavor, who swiftly capture him before he can do much damage. Midoriya and the paralyzed heroes are taken to safety. On the way, they are spotted by a robot who goes after them. The robot doesn't manage to do much, being destroyed almost immediately by Todoroki. The Nomu incident is eventually resolved. Midoriya, along with the other interns, gets reprimanded for their actions. But no harm, no foul. They're left off with nothing but a warning. The training continues for a couple more days, but eventually that too comes to an end. And that's the end of the video. Bit on the shorter side compared to the ones I've posted lately, and thank God for that. Because this one's still 20 minutes, and it still took me a while to make. Long time. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please check out my Discord in the comments below, where you can see me make the aliens that appear in this video, like the little drawings. I edited them a bit because Midoriya's transformations would look slightly different. Aside from all of that, you can always hit that like button, subscribe to show your support. The like show me once more, and the subscription helps me do stuff. In case you want to see more stuff, subscription shows you more stuff from me. Have a lot of videos on the channel you can always watch if you want to. That said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Enjoy your time until next time. Have an absolutely fantastic day, everyone. Bye!